Hello there, I'm Simon, and welcome to my channel. What should you expect from this channel? Well, I'm a nerd, so expect nerdy videos. And that's about all I can say about it for now. Um, let's see. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Today's topic is Harry Potter. More specifically, how Harry Potter ends. A common complaint I see is that it's too simple. Potter steals Draco's wand, and because of that he becomes the master of the Elder Wand. What? However, I think that makes perfect sense. Hear me out. So let's recap. Draco disarms Dumbledore, and because of that he wins the Elder Wand. That's a controversial thing. I'll get to it. Now, Snape is the one that kills Dumbledore. And because of that, Voldemort thinks that Snape is the master of the Elder Wand. Because of that, Voldy kills him, hoping to become the master of the Elder Wand, which he doesn't. He feels it. He feels it's a good one, but he's the one making it exceptional. He feels that. Now, during the escape of Malfoy Manor, Potter forcibly takes Draco's wand, and because of that he wins its allegiance. Now we know that he wins its allegiance because Harry remarks it feels friendly and it works for him. And he then proceeds to use that wand throughout, well, everything that comes next basically. Throughout the robbery of Gringotts and all throughout the Battle of Hogwarts. Now, during that final duel, this is what I believe, the Elder Wand senses Draco's wand. Wands are sentient, we know this. The wand chooses the wizard, remember that. Also, priori incantatem is a thing. Remember back at the graveyard in Goblet of Fire? The wands sense each other. They know they are twins. They know they are brothers or sisters. Genders in objects are dumb. So we know that wands are sentient. So what I think happened is the Elder Wand senses Draco's wand, and it knows that that is the wand that disarmed it earlier. It knows that that is the wand that conquered it. No, I'm not sure it knows or cares about who's holding it. It doesn't care that Draco is not the one holding it. It doesn't care that it's Harry. It cares that that is a wand, right? So it is obedient and allegiant to whoever is holding that wand. And because of that, it doesn't kill Harry, the spells rebound, what happens happens. But hang on. Draco just disarms Dumbledore. And just because of that, it switches allegiance? It's really that simple? Shouldn't it happen a lot then? Shouldn't allegiance then switch all the time because people disarm people all the time? Well, no. Normal ones stay with their owner basically from the beginning to the end. They are with their owner from 11 until the end, until they're dead, basically. And so the wand grows with the wizard or witch, and it forms a strong bond with them. That's what happens with a normal wand. It's not so simple with the Elder Wand, because keep in mind, it's been around for about a millennium. It's been switching owner, if the legend is to be believed, pretty much since its first week. It never really forms such a bond. But maybe Dumbledore is the exception, because he seems to have used the Elder Wand continuously since the duel with Grindelwald, until he died, which is about 60 years. So, was there a bond? I don't think so, because that's like 60 years. The Elder Wand has been around for about a millennium. I don't think that weighs up. That's like nothing. For the Elder Wand, that's a very short time. And apparently, it's not enough to form a bond, because it switched very easily. The Elder Wand is kind of an exceptional wand, not just when it comes to power, but also when it comes to allegiance. It just switches really easily. What about Draco's wand, though? It has formed a bond, right? So it shouldn't switch allegiance as easily. So why does it? Maybe it's the material of the wand? Well, I looked it up. It's made out of hawthorn, or however you want to pronounce it. And according to Pottermore, it is strange, it's contradictory, it's full of paradoxes. So that alone could already explain why it's unpredictable, why it's changing, why it switches allegiance that easily. Then I found something weird. The core of Draco's wand is a unicorn hair. Here's the thing. Unicorn hair is the least subject to fluctuations, and it's the most faithful of all the wands, usually remaining very strongly attached to its original owner, in this case Draco. So it really shouldn't be switching that easily. So why does it? Is this J.K. Rowling contradicting herself? Maybe the contradictory nature of the wood makes it very likely to switch. I'm honestly not sure why it switches, but we know for a fact that it does. Because again, it feels friendly for Harry. It works. He uses it very effectively. He uses it to defeat the Dark Lord. I mean, I think it's safe to say that it switched allegiance, even if we don't know why. But it could have been anyone. Harry happened to take it, but it could have been anyone. It could have been Ron. How convenient is it that it just happens to be the very person who would need it? Harry. How convenient that he happens to be the one to win the Elder Wand. It could have been anyone. Technically, yes, but it wasn't. Here's the thing. Harry takes Draco's wand, and that's why he defeated Voldemort. And that is why he is the chosen one. Ergo, I think, if anyone else had taken Draco's wand, Harry would not have been the chosen one. It would have been that other person. Because of the prophecy. Trelawney made a prophecy, naming Potter the one to destroy Voldy. I think that whatever gave Trelawney the vision did take that into account. It took into account that Harry would be the one to take Draco's wand, thus defeating Voldy, thus being the chosen one. If someone else, like Ron, had taken Draco's wand, Ron, in this case, would have been the chosen one. Or maybe no one would have taken Draco's wand. In that case, someone else would have beaten Voldy eventually, some other way. And so they would have been the chosen one. Or maybe there wouldn't have been a chosen one at all. Technically, anyone could have taken Draco's wand. But Harry was predetermined to do it. Harry was predetermined to be the one. That's the way I interpret it anyway. Yeah, I really think about this stuff way too much. So, now comes the part where I do what I like to call doing the YouTube thing, where I ask you to please like the video, comment if you have comments or questions, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring the bell because apparently it matters, and yeah, all that stuff. You know the drill, right? Thanks for watching.